We're here in prime time, just about set for a Sunday night matchup on EA Sports.
Before kickoff, one last thought. Both teams coming in off a W.
Both teams confident. They think they have all the answers. And when a team thinks it has all the answers, look out. Usually means an exciting game is about ready to unfold.
And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. First down on the way. Takes it on the draw. Looking for some daylight up the middle. Here's a look at how the Raiders offense. Last week they were motoring up and down the field, throwing for over 350 yards.
That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's second down and 9.
Carr's setting up now in the pistol. Set up screen. Dragged to the ground. Looks like he's still about a yard short of the first.
The Raiders do a good job that time on second down. They don't force the football down the field. They throw it short. They pick up some solid yards to make it a good situation for them, third and short.
The Raiders have a third down coming up. They did a great job a week ago of converting on third down. Offense lines up here. The Raiders from the 37. Murray's handed the football. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down. Imposing their will early on the defense with a solid effort on the ground.
Yeah, we talk so much, don't we, about the passing game in the NFL, but it's still about who can out-hit the other one. And right now, the offense, they are winning that battle. Nice run.
First down at the 42. Gets it out for the completion. He'll be taken down about 3 yards short of the first.
The Raiders did a good job that time keeping the defense off balance. They throw the football. They pick up some solid yards now, and they can choose from run or pass.
After that grab, it's now second down and 2.
Carr comes out in the pistol.
Hey, we go rally. Hey, 18.
Murray's going to take the handoff now. Met by Vaughn Miller. And that's the type of run I think this offense would take all game long, Phil.
Oh, would they ever? They would love this. This is showing your dominance here. The offensive line doing a good job, but also solid job by the running back picking up some good yards.
The Broncos defense packs it in now, going with the 46. First down at the 39. Carr's got it after the play fake. He's stacked up at that point.
Carr selling his play big time. The defense, they go for the run fake, and that's why he has time to throw the football and makes the completion. Good job.
The Raiders now inside the 20. A week ago, they converted time and time again inside the red zone. Here's the first snap after the big play. Doug Martin. That's a gain of 7.
The Raiders have really been dominant today on the offensive side. In the red zone now, they just take the football and they run it right at the defense and pick up solid yards.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive.
Zebra! Zebra! Here we go! Zebra! Zebra! Zebra!
Back to the ground. Flag is out.
Gains may be fine.
Boy, his head got yanked back the other way. An obvious face mask penalty, and that's a big one.
It's about safety of the players, too. That's why when you grab, hit the helmet in certain situations, it's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Don't grab the face mask.
The defense loading up on the line, getting set for this snap. First and goal from the 2. Murray's short run, and it's a touchdown.
I'd say this run by the offense is just, it's arrogance. They just say, you can't stop us, and they lined up and just shoved it down the defense's throat. Nice run there on first and goal for the touchdown.
The Broncos back deep, ready to receive.
And a touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20.
It's first down as they head to the line.
It's Bernard in the backfield.
Here we go.
They'll run it here, and Bernard is brought down. Here's a look at the Broncos line up on offense. Last week, their aerial attack was in high gear, throwing for over 300 yards. The Broncos at the line of scrimmage, split backfield.
Second down and 10.
Airing it out, but they can't connect. And now, here's the Raiders defense. They never got to the quarterback once last week.
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10. Split backfield here. From the shotgun.
And that incompletion is going to bring us to a very quick 4th down.
Good job by the linebacker that time. Solid receiver coming in his area, read the quarterback, and in wonderful position to knock the pass down.
Fields it cleanly and starts his return.
They come to the line, and it's first down.
Zebra! Zebra! We ready? Red 18! Red 18! Hold on, baby! Alert! Alert! All right, here we go! Hold on, baby! Alert! Alert!
First down at the 42.
Murray's going to secure the handoff, and that gains 1.
As we take a look at the defense for the first time today, these starters in the secondary will be challenged today in both the passing and running games. It's now second down.
Hey, we go Riley!
Carr's going to take the snap from the shotgun.
He has the grab, and it's Von Miller who takes a stand.
Well, here's the cover 4 defense. 4 defensive backs stopping the deep passes down the field, but nobody is there to stop the crossing routes.
This is third down. Wide receivers stacked up on this play.
Wide and yank! Wide and yank!
Out of the shotgun.
Incomplete, almost going in the other direction.
The defense did an awesome job that time. They had the right defense called, and that time the defender almost picked off the pass. Good job by the defense.
The kick in, it's through there. The kick is good.
You got to take advantage of good field position. The offense doesn't do it that time. I know they get 3 points out of it. Nice kick, but still a letdown for the offense.
He'll take it from the 1. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. First down here. Offense lines up here. Drop back, shotgun formation. Could have been intercepted.
Every quarterback in the NFL is going to have 1 or 2 passes a game that can be picked off. Most of the time they're dropped, and this time that was a bad drop by the defense.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. Takes it from the gun. Finds Thomas. Demarius Thomas takes the hit and is brought down.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the open court. They get the completion. They still do not get the first down, though.
Third down here. Offense trying to pick up the first. Offense lines up here. From the gun. He's wide open for the grab. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Gets the handle here. Moore's there to make the stop. Second down coming up. It's Bernard in the backfield. Keeps it here. Reaches out and snatches it. Tackle's made and the first down is picked up.
A lot of people have to do a good job on play action passes for them to work. And this time, watch the running back. Nice job selling the fake, and it helps the QB.
The Raiders load up the box, going with the 46 defense.
First down and 10.
He'll keep it on the play fake.
He'll throw it over the middle. He's brought down.
Find a way to score. That's always the mantra with every team when they get in the red zone. If you punch it in here, even though you're down by more than 7, it'll give you confidence for the rest of the game.
The Broncos in the pistol.
Now first and 10.
Handoff made. Bernard out to the right. And Branch is there that time for the tackle.
The Broncos, they can do it all. Once they get in the red zone, they have the passes, the screens. They can throw it down to the back of the end zone. And how about that play? They can run the football right at you if they want to. And that time they picked up some good yards on that run.
Second down and 2 to go after the running play. Offense lines up here.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
Good piece of tackling.
Nice job that time by the offense getting the first down inside the red zone. And it's a good thing they got a quarterback with a strong arm, because you got to throw into some tight spots in the red zone.
Defense filling up the box here with a 4-6 formation.
First and goal. He's going to get another carry. Gains 5. Nothing too exciting here. Just plowing ahead, getting closer to that goal line.
Well, they're trying to find out if this defense has the courage and toughness to stand up to them. So far, they haven't. This defense, they better pick it up if they think they're going to stop this offense.
The defense is ready to plug up the middle here on the goal line.
Second and goal from the 3.
Touchdown and drawing close.
When you're behind in the football game, drive down and score. They did that. Now, the next time when they get back out there, they got to do it again. Show some patience and drive it down the field.
Broncos ready to boot it down the field. They'll take it at the 20. First down here. Defense with plenty of bodies in the box here on this play. Murray's taking the handoff, and that gains a few.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush.
Hill's a receiver in the slot.
All right, here we go.
They'll go shotgun here. Almost intercepted.
Well, Jim, I threw a lot of passes like that in my career where it should have been intercepted and the guy dropped it. You just go, yes, I got a break. Now can you capitalize on that break?
Failing to connect there. 3rd down.
Here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
And it's going to be dropped for the sack, and they're going to be punting after a short series.
Well, that time the quarterback is sacked on the 3rd down, and that's, of course, that's bad. But the good thing is he did not try to force the football down the field and get the turnover.
Tackles made.
The Broncos come out for the next possession.
Wide receivers are bunched up.
Ohio. 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 Let's round. Let's round.
They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun.
Trying to work that left side.
When the defense is going to play safe and they don't want you to run by them, you've got to be able to throw these out routes where the receiver's cutting towards the sideline and the quarterback stick it in there.
The offense is set at the line for the 1st down after that completion.
Let's round. Let's round.
Here's the handoff. Tyvon Branch in on that last play.
Well, I know it's not going to make a highlight film, but still a good solid run up in there for a couple yards.
It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush.
He'll take the snap from the gun. Brings it into his body. And Bernard is brought down.
That's a nice route on the outside. Nice throw by the quarterback. Puts him in good position to keep moving and get a 1st down.
Offense lines up here. Back to the air here on 1st down. Shakes off the hit. Fine. Touchdown.
And we're talking about some of the fastest humans on earth. And we take into account you can't touch them or breathe on them. That's how they're able to get open and make so many catches.
The point after is good.
Broncos ready to boot it down the field.
It'll be a touchback. The Raiders offense now coming out.
Hold on, baby. Alert. All right, here we go. Zebra.
Offense lines up here.
Wide and yay.
1st and 10. Throws the pass.
Hill's got it, and a 1st.
First down here after the completion.
You ready? Wide and yay. Zebra. Zebra.
Out of the shotgun formation. Good throw and good catch right on the sideline.
Well, when you keep chipping away with these short throws, sooner or later that defense is going to come up, and when they come up, that's when you throw it over the top.
That pass play picked up only 4. 2nd down and 6 coming up. Offense lines up here.
He's got the catch, and he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
When you can throw an out route like that, that shows you the strength of the quarterback's arm.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Nickel formation here for the defense.
Red 18. Red 18. Hold on, baby. Alert. Alert. Zebra. Zebra.
Nickel formation for the defense here. Trying to beat the play clock.
Out of the gun. Has his target. They'll mark him at the 34.
Good job getting the first down by the offense. And look at the defensive players on the sideline cheering their teammates on. Keep us on the sideline a little longer. That's what they're hoping for.
This play set up by the long gainer.
Hold on, baby. Alert. Alert.
Setting up screen. Pulls it in. And this will end up as a 2-yard loss.
Got to give the defense some credit on first down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
So they complete one, and still it's second down.
The Raiders come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation. Carr's going to take it from the gun. Almost intercepted that time.
Well, we still got a close game here, and you got to try to keep it that way. It's third and long, and you're losing the football game. Don't take a chance on the offensive side. Wait for your next opportunity.
The Raiders at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation. Carr's standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. It's intercepted! Breaks out of the tackle. That brings the play to an end.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being when you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
First down, offense readying for the snap.
Ball lines up in the backfield. Will go ground to the right side, and Tyvon Branch has the tackle.
Ball's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back. When there's nowhere to go, hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
Second down following the run.
There's nothing worse to a quarterback than having an offensive lineman getting driven back in his way. That time the right side of the line collapses, and it leads to a sack of the QB.
2-minute warning. Third down now. Split backfield here. From the gun.
Going deep. Looking for Demaryius Thomas. Gets away.
It's just not done enough, I think, in the league anymore. Everybody's so careful. But look what can happen. You can have the perfect throw, the perfect catch, and a big play.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion.
Screen on the money.
He's going to be tackled right around the 21-yard line.
Good job by the offense getting another first down. You can tell by looking down on the field that defense, hands on their knees. They are getting tired.
First down here after the completion.
Flex round. Flex round.
Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play.
Handoff up the middle. And gains maybe 4.
Power running. A lot of teams in this league don't even do it anymore. This team, they can power it up in there and pick up those tough yards.
It's now second down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. A.J. Green with the catch. Green's tackled down after a gain of 7.
Good play call that time by the offensive coordinator. Down inside, when you're inside that 20-yard line or the red zone, find ways to complete the pass. They did that time.
Defense comes out in a 4-6 formation. First and goal from the 10. Will run it. Here's the handoff. That picks up 7.
It's getting harder and harder in the NFL to score when you're at the goal line. So what will the offense do? They better be creative. That's all I know.
That leads us to second down. Big set here for the defense, lining up in the 4-6. Strong eye handoff here. Ballard's there to make the tackle. The Raiders call a timeout and are left now with only one. About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive.
Third and goal at the 3.
The pass doesn't find a mark.
I think the big decision is now, Jim, do you kick the football, take the 3 points, or do you go for it on 4th down? To me, you kick the football and get 3 points on the board. Jim, that was a good job that time by the defense. They were bending, they did not break, and all they did was give up a field goal.
Touchback now as the ball comes out to the 20. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. Hills in the slot.
Here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
From the shotgun. Makes the reception. He's tackled right at the 31. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. They're going to the hurry. Back to the line now. Carr's back in shotgun formation. Finds his mark. Has the first down. The Raiders have to take their final timeout. That's it. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Hills lined up now as a slot receiver. Carr's got it in the gun. Fights off the hit. With 2 hands, he has it. And he's going to be tackled right around the 35-yard line. We've reached halftime, and we'll be sending it back to our studio and Larry Ridley as we continue with the NFL on EA Sports. And no return as this goes for a touchback. The Broncos now ready to take over as their offense heads onto the field. Here we go, the first snap of the second half. He makes the catch. He's brought to a halt.
Nice play that time by the offense, getting the first down. They're up here in the second half, and they're football. That's a great feeling.
First down here after the completion. Dropping back now into the shotgun. Going for the deep ball. Makes the play. Thomas tackled down at the 15.
That's awesome. Every time you pick up a first down, what does that do? It shortens the game. It also keeps your defense on the sideline, and they get rested up and ready for their turn. But you got a lead here. It's a small one in the second half. Keep getting those first downs.
First down at the 15. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. And he's tackled. He'll be a yard short of the first.
The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
That's second down coming up.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's run! Let's run! Let's run!
To the ground. Fights through that hit. Touchdown, Denver.
Well, when the offense goes in there and scores again to increase their lead, it's got to give a lot of confidence to the defense. Now can they go out there and do their job?
Inside of the uprights. The Raiders ready to return the kickoff. Takes off from the 5. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
17 yards. Number 20 on the return.
First down coming up.
Hold on, baby. Hold on, baby. You ready? Red 18.
Toss play. Still powering ahead. The tackle is made.
When you're behind in a football game, all you can do on the offensive side is just go out there and thinking about making plays and picking up first downs. Good job by the offense.
First down here after the run. Offense lines up here.
Zebra! Zebra!
Carr's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Brings it in.
Number 4. Complete the pass. Gain 5.
And now they'll try over again on second down.
You ready?
They'll go ground. That'll put them in what we call plus territory.
Murray's going to be tired after this run. That is a good long run. The offensive line was terrific, and he does a good job finding a hole and picking up those yards.
Zebra! 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 Zebra!
First down at the 45. They call his name again. Brought down after a gain of 6.
Running backs, they love counter runs. They know when a defense has been over pursuing, so they make that fake one way, and when they cut it back, there's usually a great running lane there.
And it's now second down and 5 after running it on first down. Offense lines up here.
Wide and yay!
Will send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Has his man. That'll stop the play right there.
Things haven't changed from when I played till now. When it's zone coverage, quarterbacks, offensive coordinator, and receivers, they expect a completed pass, and that's what they got in this last play.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Wide receivers stacked up on this play. Carr's going to take it from the gun. The catch is made. Dan picks up about 3.
Well, they complete the pass, Jim, but doesn't get the first down. Sooner or later, you got to throw one down the field.
That little throw was good for only 3, so it's now second down and 7. Offense lines up here. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Makes the reception. Brought down after a gain of 15.
Well, even though they're down more than 7 here, the offense down the red zone, it'll be good for them for the rest of this game. Their confidence for the offensive coach that they can punch this in for the touchdown.
Offense lines up here.
We ready? Wide and yay! Wide and yay! Zebra! Zebra!
First and goal from the 9. Running away from the pressure. They bring him to the turf.
You need a lot of variety when you get down here in the game. You're losing. You're close to the goal line. You've got to catch the defense by surprise. Can't wait to see this play call.
Second down now. ready to make the stop on the goal line, loading up that defensive front. Looking across the middle, touchdown. This game is tight.
There's a nice touchdown there, and you're chipping away at that lead. Try to get into the minds of the opponent. Will they get tight? And you hear the word choke. Yeah, I think they could be choking over there on the other side. Look out.
That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20. The Broncos are getting set for their next possession. It's Bernard in the backfield. They've come out in a dime package. Snapping out of the gun. Going deep, looking for Demaryius Thomas. Tough catch. He's in the clear. All the way home and all alone. Touchdown.
Nowadays, so many kids, they grow up, they want to be wide receivers. I don't blame them. They're out there, they get to catch the football, they get to score touchdowns, they get to do dances, and you're not really allowed to hit them either. What a job.
Takes off from the 5, and he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. They face first down. Carr standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Almost intercepted.
I know we've all heard this phrase before. That's why they're playing defense, because they can't catch. Hey, the coaches don't care about that. When you get an opportunity, they want you to make the catch.
Offense lines up here. Carr's back in shotgun formation. Oh, and almost picked off that time.
The defense did everything right in that situation. They were in the right spot. They were smart. They read the quarterback's eyes, but they dropped the pass.
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10.
Hey, we go around. Zebra! 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 Zebra!
Has the reception all alone. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Carr comes out in the pistol.
All right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18. Hey.
The give, trying to fight through right up the middle of the field. Coming up, 2nd down.
Hey, we go rally. Rally. Hold on, baby. Alert. Alert.
Handed the football. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
Nothing like seeing a complete offense. That's what we're watching here today. Yes, we know they can throw it, but what they're showing us here, they can grind out some first downs running the football too.
We ready? Red 18. Red 18.
The Raiders take it from the 43.
Throws to the right. Easy catch there. No one near him. And he's brought to the ground.
Well, anytime you're in the red zone, you want to punch it in and get that touchdown. If they do that, look, they're still going to be behind, but it gives them confidence moving forward.
First down here after the completion. Let's see how they back up the big play here.
Hold on, baby. Alert. Alert.
Murray's going to take the handoff now. Ends up picking up 3 yards.
Anytime your team is down, you're inside the other team's red zone, you look for one of your star players, your quarterback, wide receiver, or running back. They need to make a big play here.
Second down after going to the ground game the first play.
Hey, we go right.
Touchdown. And this game just got a whole lot more interesting.
Hard to cover these tight ends when they get into the end zone because they're fast, they're nimble, and they're big. So even if you cover them, they push off and get the touchdown catches.
Catches it at the 2 and starts his return. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Broncos offense heads on to the field. The Broncos line up in the pistol. Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime. First down at the 24. Throwing now to his left. Tackled down right around the 47.
Well, they call this route a lot of things. They call it a go route, a 9 route, or a fly route. And all of them mean the same thing. Run as fast as you can, get behind the defense.
It's Bernard in the backfield. The Broncos are rolling after a huge gainer at the end of quarter number 3. First down on the way. Split backfield here. Final quarter underway now with this snap. Ball's met after a gain of 8.
28 on the line. Gain of 8.
Second down and 2 to go after the running play. They'll run it here. That's a gain of 8.
Bernard's a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
Offense lines up here. First down at the 37. Has his man. Keeps churning ahead. And Bernard is brought down.
Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. First down following the long play. Gets the handle here. Middle. Lynch is in on the tackle.
Sometimes you run a play that the defense is ready for, and that's the situation right here. In the red zone, the offense decides to run it. The defense was ready for it, and they stop it for a short gain.
After running it, it's second down. Wide receivers are bunched up. Catch made, and he's tackled just 2 yards short of a first down.
Nice throw that time by the quarterback in the red zone. Gets the completion, and there's some tight spots, not a lot of room, so you got to really drive the football in there.
It'll be third down. From the gun. stick. Touchdown.
That was a nice job that time by the offense, driving down for the touchdown to increase their lead. That really takes a lot of pressure off their defense.
Driving extra point is good. Broncos ready to boot it down the field. And a touchback. It's first down as they head to the line. It's a too tight end formation. Doug Martin carries the football. Picks up 8 here.
Good job that time by the offense. Power run gets them a few yards.
Second down and 2 to go after the running play.
Martin is in the backfield.
Very nearly intercepted.
Well, the defense has to be depressed after that play, because when you get a chance to get off the field, get a turnover, and get the offense off the field, man, you got to take advantage of situations like that.
They face third down after the incomplete pass. The defense comes out on the dime.
Murray's got it on the handoff. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down.
Very few teams in the league can do this and run the football for first downs. Anytime it's in a situation, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, they don't even think about run because they're not tough enough to get it done. They have to throw it. Nice job by this offense.
New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. It's a dime look for the defense on this play.
Carr's got it in the gun.
The reception, easy, wide open.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. After the long gain, let's see what they do here. That long gain sets them up here on this play.
Catch made.
Nice tackle.
This is where games are won and lost. Once an offense gets down the red zone, even though they're down more than 7, can you find a way to punch it in there for the touchdown and not settle for a field goal?
First down here after the completion. Here's the first snap after the big play.
Carr's going to take the snap from the shotgun.
Incomplete, almost going in the other direction.
There are a lot of ways to attack cover, too. You can go deep down the middle where neither the safeties are, or if a linebacker covers somebody deep down the middle, then throw it short underneath the defense.
And here we have second down.
Moncrief's lined up in the slot. Carr's going to take it from the gun.
Touchdown. That'll close the gap.
Nice throw by the quarterback that time. Put it right on the money. Not a big window. It doesn't matter to him today. Great control of the football. Put it right in there for the touchdown.
Sebastian Janikowski lining up for the kickoff. Shrugs off the first hit, and they're all over him at the 18-yard line. The Broncos get ready to start their drive. First down at the 18. And he's forced to the ground.
My gosh, you're talking about getting overpowered. I guess they were expecting a speed move. The right guard and right tackle are both fooled. They get run over and they give up a sack.
It's Bernard in the backfield. From the shotgun. Could have been intercepted.
Interesting situation here for the offense. They got a lead here in the second half, but it's 3rd and long. And you always like to say, the football is in the hands of the quarterback, so he has to be smart. If he tries to force it down the field, I do not like his chances.
On the way, 3rd down. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. Out of the shotgun. And he's going to be dumped. And that's a 3 and out.
We got to give that defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing. They're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on 3rd down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
He's got a chance to return this one. That's a pickup of 14. They come to the line, and it's 1st down. Hill's going to get set in the slot for this snap. Keeps it on the play fake. And he hauls it in. And that's a big-time tackle that keeps them 3 yards short of the 1st down marker.
7-yard gain on the play.
So they complete that one, yet it's still 2nd down. These guys need to make something happen on offense with time beginning to run out. Almost intercepted.
Every quarterback in the NFL is going to have 1 or 2 passes a game that can be picked off. Most of the time they're dropped, and this time that was a bad drop by the defense.
It's 3rd down coming up. Time is running out. The defense knows it's playing with the lead, but doing whatever it can to just try to run out the clock. Unable to complete that one, and that's a very quick 3 and out.
Pass ball incomplete. 4th down.
Offense still on the field here on 4th down, and they'll need to pick up 4 for the 1st.
All right, here we go. Wide 88. Wide 88.
Carr's standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Well, we'll be switching sides with this one. Ball's going the other way.
I'm not going to disagree with the coach at all making that decision. 4th and short. He just figures his offense, we can get this. Well, he was wrong. Now you hope the defense can come out there and stop him.
The clock's really become a factor here, and the defense knows it has to get off the field as soon as possible to give the team a chance. We're late in the game, and the offense is in no hurry. It's Bernard in the backfield. 1st and 10. Handoff made. It's wide open. A foot race to the end zone. The 10 in stride, and he's home for the touchdown.
You don't see a lot of them anymore because we have so many good tackling safeties in the NFL, but not this time. That long run goes for a touchdown. It was about the moves and the blocks down the field. Terrific job by the offense.
That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. First down here. They've come out in the dime package.
Red 18. Red 18.
secures it with 2 hands. Hills tackled right at the 42.
There's no doubt time of possession can be an overrated stat in games many times, but one thing you want to do, throw and catch it just like this to pick up those first downs and keep it going.
And now we reach the 2-minute warning. First down, pressure on every snap now. The Broncos go with the dime formation here on defense. First down at the 42. Catch made, taken down at the 27.
That's a really good throw and catch, and they get the first down. Jim, that's what you want to do. Pick up that first down. Now you give your offense 3 more opportunities.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Carr's back in shotgun formation. Throw to the left. Got the completion. Picks up about 5.
I think the best thing to say about that play, it's just it gained a few yards, so that's what you do. All plays don't score. Sometimes you just want to pick up a couple yards.
Every play is huge now. Second down on the way. Carr's got it in the gun. Had it for a moment, but the ball is knocked out, incomplete.
That's why you like defenders who are good punishing tacklers. Make those receivers worry about coming over the middle. They'll be careful the rest of this game because of that big hit.
3rd and 5. Huff's able to knock the pass away.
That is so tough to do when you think about it. We got world-class sprinters running down the field, and you're able to stay close to them and reach out with one hand and knock it down. Great play.
The offense is back on the field here for this 4th and 5 play. Hills, a receiver in the slot. Drop back, shotgun formation. He'll throw it over the middle. Hills got it. First down.
Jim, they're in the red zone, and what they have to do here is score as fast as you can so you can give yourself a few more opportunities.
Holding on to the timeout. They'll rush back to the line. And he's thrown to the ground.
Well, the right side, Jim, the right tackle and the right guard. They look confused. They don't know what to do, so they just get run over, and the quarterback falls down.
Hills in the slot.
Here we go. Zebra.
Carr's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Makes the catch for a gain of about 5.
Jim, when you get down the red zone, you have to be very careful as a quarterback not to turn the football over. Good decision that time by the quarterback. Gets the completion, and they get a nice solid pickup that time.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. 3rd down and 10. Has his target. Has 12 on this play. First down. Let's see what they come up with here. They'll go hurry up now. Won't use a timeout. 1st and goal. Touchdown and drawing close.
Well, it's 1st and goal. I think a lot of defenses are thinking run here, and so the offense, they call a nice play. Very deceptive. They throw the football, and they get the easy touchdown pass.
The Raiders hoping to recover now, an onside kick. And unable to pull off the onside kick, the hands team comes away with the football. The Broncos bring their offense back onto the field for their next drive. Takes the knee.
The Raiders stop the clock in a hurry, trying to hold on to every precious second.
Takes the knee.
The Raiders will call for the timeout. They need every second to be preserved at this point.
Third down. Takes the knee.
They'll go for it on fourth down, late stages.
The call is for encroachment. That's 5.
Yeah, they're too impatient on the defense's part there. They're too anxious to get to the quarterback. And Jim, being that anxious, it's cost them a couple times today.
It'll be Colquitt back to punt.
You've often talked about prime time and how the players of today have this "it's all about me" kind of a mentality. And for you in the booth, you had to enjoy it being all about you, having a chance to call this one today in prime time.
That's right. It's all about me, and it would have been if I could have just got you to be quiet for a few minutes. But it's awesome to win in a game that's featured in everybody in the country, all your peers. They watch you. It just doesn't get better.
What a memorable game this truly was. For Phil Simms, Danielle Bellini, and Larry Ridley, Jim Nance saying so long for now, and we leave you with the GMC Never Say Never moment of the game.